Like we were saying before the camera cut off, pretty much Esau, man, he's the face of all this wickedness on the earth, man. Mainly the mark of the beast, the RFID chip. So that just further proves that, you know, he's that son of perdition.
That's right.
So go ahead and bring that out, bro.
God, this is the book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 16. It says, "And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads."
And all, meaning everybody. Every single being on earth. Not human being, just the Israelite, but every being. He's going to cause his own people to get this chip, man.
That's right.
You know, and who you see in the forefront of this, man?
So like, if I can make a point, man, because look, Esau don't give a fuck about his own people, man. And I'm going to tell you how, I'm going to prove that, because the reason why he ended slavery, man. He ended slavery because his people couldn't make a living, man. That's how his people couldn't. All right, the people that weren't in charge, he couldn't make a living, man. He ended slavery, so those white men that weren't out here making a living can do the slaver's job and make a living, man. All right, I'm gonna tell you this too. Every person that was behind that slave trade, they benefiting off of that today, man. Them slave owners, man. Their families benefiting off that shit today. The biggest organizations in America, which is spiritually called Babylon, they are benefiting off of the acts that those Edomites committed, man. And the only reason slavery was ended is so the rest of the Edomites can prosper, man. That's the only reason. That's the only reason. Yeah, that's fucked up. Show you how much he cared for his people, man. Shalaki, man. I ain't off topic, man. Go ahead. Yeah, start it.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 13. You want me to go to 17? Start at 16 again.
Start at 16.
Yeah, start up.
"And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell."
Because with that RFID chip, man, that's going to be the new currency. That's going to be the new world currency. Because Esau already got these nations on board. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody know the Rothschilds run the world. You know, the 13 families.
Yeah.
So they already on board, man. They just looking for a way to just bring it out, man. Keep it going, bro.
"Save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. And that mark in the Greek means charagma, man, which means cut or incision in his skin. And how does Esau, the so-called white man, implement that mark of the beast, man? How does he give it to you, man? He puts it in your skin, man. You got to get this big, thick old needle, man. This RFID chip, it's the size of a grain of rice, man. He uses that big needle to put it in your skin, and that's a cut or incision. Also against the law pursuant to Deuteronomy and Leviticus, man. You know, and that most importantly, that shows the sign of branding. You know, that Esau, the so-called white man, he owns you if you take that mark. And that's why the law has to destroy you. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666.
Hey, man, you got the Church of Satanism. Was set up in England, and they got I think the main ones now here is out in LA, California somewhere. I'm not sure. Hell, it isn't a weekend go by that Esau don't come by and throw up the devil horns at us. Telling, yeah, we're Satan, yeah. Esau, he's starting to embrace that role, man.
He's proud, man.
He's proud, man. The Lord, man. Esau ain't thinking about the Lord, man. It used to be, oh, well, we're just God-fearing Christians. You know, we fear the Lord. But, hey, that phase is done away with. Go on, get that out, bro.
Because think about it.
What was that?
Hey, this shit gonna bite Esau in the ass, man. That shit they coming out with is coming out to bite you in the ass. When you come out with that chip that his brother was reading, that shit ain't gonna feel like you wanted to feel, because the Lord gonna destroy that shit, man. Along with everything else you make, man. I'm gonna read this, man. This is Psalms chapter 10, verse 2. "The wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor, man. That's what you see from Esau, man. Who the poor of this earth, man? The Israelites, man. We the low, we the meek, man. He said he gonna persecute us through his pride, man. He proud to bring us low, man. He's so proud to throw us in the jails, man. He was proud when we was out there in slavery, bro. He was proud when he was out there killing these Gadites, man.
That's right.
He was proud when he was stealing these gold and this shit from these northern tribes from South America, man.
If I can make a point, what's gonna come up? Thanksgiving. What's Thanksgiving? When he tricked Gad into thinking it was peace,
the
and
pride.
went and slaughtered him.
That's right.
You celebrating the genocide of 111 million people, man. That's a lot of people. You celebrating the murder, the rape, the robbery of that, man. But it's gonna bite you in the ass. What's the point, man? I'm gonna read this again. This is Psalms 10:2. The wicked in his pride do persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined, man. What they all right.